Hello, this is Graham Elwood. Welcome to another episode of Political Vigilante. Today we're going to talk about Todd Starnes has a column on Fox News Opinion, Todd's American Dispatch. Toxic masculinity? Dude, now America's universities are turning men into women. Oh, God. No, they're not. Universities across the fruited plain are trying to convince men to grow lady parts. And that's a problem, America. Really? The universities are trying to... Really? This is what they're teaching. Oh, man. God, I don't remember having the Grow a Boob 101 class when I went to college. He's really mad. There's this photo about a guy drinking hot chocolate wanting to sign up for Obamacare. So that's a problem. A guy in pajamas drinking hot chocolate. Campus Reform recently reported on efforts to provide safe spaces to fight back against what the academic world calls toxic masculinity. Instead of a country full of manly men, our universities want a nation full of pajama boys. God, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. So I understand, like, America likes to go in too many directions. So toxic masculinity is just about basically one of the things at one of these universities. Men will often resort to violence to resolve conflict because anger is the only emotion that they have been socialized to express. Unfortunately, the way that young men are conditioned to view sex and their need to be dominant and have power over others also contribute to instances of sexual assault and other forms of interpersonal violence on college campuses. Yeah, you're told as a young boy, don't cry, it makes you weak, you're not a man, so then you stuff this down, and then you become a teenager and you have testosterone, which makes you more aggressive. So, sure, has the left or liberals or some universities gone too far, and any form of aggression is bad? And, you know, I grew up in feminist America in the 70s, and some of it was anti-male. And it doesn't, you know, you can be a feminist, and feminism at its core is about women having the same rights as men, because women have been treated as second-class citizens in this country. They weren't allowed to vote until, like, what, 100 years ago? So I understand that, and yeah, sure, the left can go way too far, and, you know, like I remember seeing in the 90s, you know, guys having things that so they could learn what it was like to breastfeed or whatever. You know, it's okay to be a man, but you can't breastfeed. It's okay. But this reaction, first of all, Todd, I hate these type of guys who are just like, oh, man should be tough, truck, meat. He writes, could you imagine the greatest generation flitting about town after a spa and dishing about their innermost thoughts with life coaches? Well, I go to the spa, Todd. And the problem I have with this, what's wrong with being well-rounded? What's wrong with being well-rounded? You know? In today's re-engineered version of manhood, guys no longer have friends. They have bromances and settle their disputes by hugging it out. Is that a bad thing? Guys talking it out, or should guys just only drink whiskey and get into bar fights? Is that all they should do, is just fight and cause problem? It's like during the campaign, they interviewed a woman at a Trump rally who was like, you know, we can't have Hillary have a woman in charge. She might get crazy and start wars. And the interviewer went, well, all wars up to this point have been started by men. Is this really? I think in a lot of ways men have failed. Men should be strong and learn how to protect and provide, but not this close-minded jackass way. You write here in your book, Dispatches from Bitter America, can you imagine John Wayne using moisturizer and a concealer stick to hide razor nicks? Was that before or after he was dodging the draft? John Wayne didn't serve in World War II. Did World War II movies, but he was not in the war. Could you imagine today's version of The Godfather, accessorized with Dolce & Gabbana while settling family business with group hugs? Yeah, it might be better than slaughtering or shooting your own brother on a lake. That might, I mean, I got a brother, and he and I haven't gotten along, so should I take it up old school style and just have him executed while he's fishing? Is that what I should do? That doesn't make any sense, what you're saying. How about this? How about, well, here we go. A few years ago, I conducted an unscientific poll to determine what the average American woman looks for in a man. Ladies want a man who loves God and loves his family. And they also want a man who, 1, has a job, 2, drives a pickup truck. Oh, Jesus, the pickup truck thing. That makes you tough. First of all, if you're conservative, you're calling yourself a conservative, you're giving yourself the title of somebody who wants to conserve. Conservatives should be driving electric cars because they should be conserving our natural resources. Secondly, uses the bathroom standing up. Oh, so liberals, I don't use a urinal? That because I'm a liberal? Oh, dude. And we eat meat and is willing to carry them out of a burning building. Well, of course, you don't like the research that's done showing how red meat isn't great for the human body. You could even read this book, Eat Right for Your Blood Type. Certain blood types need meat, certain blood types don't. You could do some research on how animals are treated, and it's pretty awful. The thing that drives me crazy about this is you conservatives take pride in the fact that you don't evolve. Are we just supposed to not, human race shouldn't evolve? If you don't want to evolve, Todd, then just go shit in the woods and wear a loincloth and hunt with a spear. Don't use your computer. Don't use a truck. Don't evolve. Just meat. And who's the survey? Did you survey 6 dumb women in your stupid all-white town? Is that what you did? Who are these women that want this? And the women that want this, great. They can go find that kind of guy. Here's what we need in this country, Todd. We actually need some balance. If you are a meathead, and I know a lot of meatheads, I've played football, lacrosse, I study martial arts. Meatheads need to be well-rounded. Read a book. You know what I mean? Be a little more sensitive. You're afraid if crying makes you weak. Actually, you show more weakness. Because if I cry, I'm not afraid that someone's going to judge me and call me weak. I know I'm strong. I also, like I said, I have a black belt. Somebody really wants to come at me, I can defend myself. I'm not going to go look for fights. And to the guys that are, I know guys that are nerdy, that are not, you know, as you call manly men. I would tell those guys, you're smart, you're sensitive. Nothing wrong with taking a kickboxing class. So when some dumb Trump supporter tries to deport you because of the color of your skin, you can defend yourself and put them on their ass. You know, because I'm tired of this. This is some of the feedback from the Fox News readers. This is a case of liberals desiring to weaken America. Oh my God. What do you think? Do you just think liberals want to weaken America? Actually, we want to make it better. Your whole Make America Great Again, what are you talking about? That's the 50s when America was great for straight, white, Christian males. That's when America was great. When was it great? When was it great for everybody? America should be awesome for everybody. You should be allowed to drink hot cocoa in your pajamas. And if you want to drive your pickup truck and eat meat, go for it. No one's talking about outlawing these things. We're talking about progressing as a society. Learn how to read. And Todd, if every conflict you just think should be resolved with fighting, that's how two guys, so you and I have a conflict. How should we resolve this, Todd? Should we sit down and talk? Or are you like, oh, you liberal pussy? Because I'm a vegetarian. I meditate. I do yoga. And I also study martial arts, can hit a heavy bag. I like watching the UFC. I like watching movies that make me cry. I like reading intense books. I like art and literature. I like kind of everything. I also like the WNBA. Oh, no, am I a pajama boy, girly? The reason I watch the WNBA is because I secretly want to grow a vagina? Is that what you think happened at my liberal university? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. But if you ever want to talk one-on-one, Todd, we certainly can. Name the time and the place. I'll show up unarmed and alone. I think guns are the coward's weapon. That's what the Dark Knight said. Todd, my name's Graham Elwood. This is Political Vigilante. Todd, if you'd like to contact me, I'm at Graham Elwood, and we can talk. You know, I'll go in there hoping we can hug it out. But if you come at me in an aggressive manner, I will defend myself, and then you'll have to live your whole life telling your meat-eating, truck-driving, God-loving buddies that you got your ass kicked by a liberal in California.